Hello everyone, this is Rita Holmes, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. I'm from Ohio, bringing you a video tonight. I'm setting up my computer so that I'll be able to see and make sure I stay in the same area that you guys are in so that you can see this video better. But anyway, I just want to welcome you to my video, and I'm getting situated here. We are going to be doing the Pinwheel tarot card tonight, so I'm going to show you how I do that and stuff. And I forgot to bring me an envelope in here because they do fit in an A2 envelope, which is very important. I have all of my information right here. You can screenshot that if you want. It has my email, my website, my YouTube name, which you're on, my Facebook group, and that is where I do my Facebook videos every Tuesday morning at 10 o'clock. And I also put files up, a PDF file of all the cards that I make there that you can see. This is my August host code, that if you need to place an order, you don't have a demonstrator, I would love to get your order, and you can use this host code when ordering. I would really appreciate it. And let's see here. Do remember that our mini catalog has started. It's celebration time. You should have a celebration catalog, and with your mini catalog, if you have a demonstrator that has given that to you. If not, let me know and I'd be happy to mail you one. But celebration goes on till the end of August, and this paper that I've used right here on this card is actually out of the celebration catalog. So anyway, back to my PDF real quick. Let me just show you. You get all the directions and then pictures of the card to help you on making the card later on. So with all that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started. Let me show you the tower cards. They sit like this. They open up so they can be set around and made into a tower. They've been laying folded, but you can straighten them up and lay them down. You can do them several different ways. I have this as the front of my card, and this would be the back of my card. Okay, if you wanted to write something, you could either put a note in there or put a piece of white cardstock in one of the sections and then write whatever you would like to write. My Christmas card, I had this as my front, sending love and peace this season, and it says Merry Christmas on the back. But on this one, I did, as you flip it, I have sayings on each piece of paper, of each panel. So you can do it several different ways. We are not going to be doing the Christmas one tonight. We are going to be doing this one. And the paper that I'm using is actually a hostess gift, and I'm sorry if my voice went out. I had to lean over the table. And this pack of paper you can get in the hostess products. It's $18. You got to have over a $150 party to get it. But it has all different colors of paper in here, and on the back side of every piece is black and white. So you get a lot of different black and whites in there. That one you can color. And there's stripes, little pin dots, more little polka dots, and then kind of like a plaid, a black and white plaid, a buffalo check. And let's see what these are. Just little designs. Little designs of black and white. So you get a lot of paper in here. It's like 48 sheets of paper. So, which is a good deal for $18 with a $150 party. You would have to pay $3 of that because you get 10% once you've earned $150. So you would get $15 off of that, actually, is what you would get. So let me show you how we're going to start this card. It looks funny that this is going to be your 5.5 by 4 1/4 card, but that is what it's going to make. So the first piece that we're going to be using, this is going to be our tower. This is this piece right here that we're going to glue everything to. It's 4¼ by 4¼ and we are going to be scoring that in just a second. I'm going to give you all the measurements first. You're going to cut 4 panels that are 2 3/4 by 4¼ and that's going to be these panels that go here. Then these are going to be our coordinating. What I did is I cut 2 papers. They're 2 different papers. This one, so you'd have these, that's the same paper. And then the same with this one. You'll have them the same, but we're going to alternate them. So, and those are cut 4 1/4, wait a minute, I'm on the wrong thing. 2½ by 4 is this size. And this is 1½ by 4. And it's just the other piece of that. If you cut a 4 by 4 piece, then you can cut all of this out of it. And then we have some embellishments, and I use the Pierced Blooms, which are right here, that have all the stitch marks on all of the pieces that's in here. It's a really neat set. It actually coordinates with this In Bloom stamp set. I have used this much more than I've used this. The only thing I've used this for actually is my sayings, which I'm going to be using these 2 sayings tonight. So we will get started on our card right now. Let's move everything out of our way so we can work as we go. I'm going to bring in my scoring tool, and I'm going to score this at 1-inch intervals. So it'll be a, if I can hold my paper up there, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and it leaves this little 1/4 inch mark right here. Okay, so that's all the scoring we have to do on this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to fold my edges over and use I use a pot scrubber from Pampered Chef. Most people use a scoring tool, but I've always just used one of these and I like it, so I just continue to use it on. So therefore I have all of these to where this will go like this. I'll glue that together and make a tube. Okay, so the easiest way that I do that is I bring in my silicone mat. I'm going to lay this down and I'm going to take my Stampin' Seal, because it's easier to use than glue for this part, and I'm going to go just on that edge. See if I can get it to go. Come on, I just made sure you were working. And you don't want it to go over that edge because then it'll be too sticky. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold that down at this point. Just fold this in half, and I'm going to make sure that my paper lines up, and it does. We're good. So there we go. The best thing you can do here now is just get your little scoring lines together. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start where these edges meet. Trying to figure out which way. Okay, there we go. It's hard to see with these little lines because I'm going to put my first piece here. Now this is the most important part that you are going to be doing. And that is how you lay these pieces out so that they fit right. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our Stampin' Seal, and I'm going to go down just make sure I got that at the top and at the bottom. So I'm going to line this up right at the edge of where I put that together, and I'm going to seal that. Now I'm going to turn it over, and if I open that up, you can see my edges right here, and this is going to be bedded up against that edge. Now you could do it this way, you know, once you fold it, to make sure that you have it. I don't, because I'm going to make sure that I get right to that one. And on different papers it'll show up a lot better. So now you can feel your little line right there. So we're going to put that one there. So now we have these two done. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bring this one in and put here. So we're going to just, and the reason why you doing this, if you just had put this one here and came over here and put that one next to there, then your card wouldn't open up. And ask me how I know, because I did it. Okay, we got that one there, and then we're going to turn over and put this one right here. So, and it will go. Did I cut one extra? No, that was that extra piece I had. It's bigger, but I didn't grab it. So, this one's almost too short. I might take the bigger one and trim it off, because I know it's the same size this away. And no, it is not. We'll make this one work. It'll work. Because what I'll do is trim that up. You can always trim your ends up to match. This was actually my video I would have been doing last week, but I, for some reason, did not get that done. I want to glue this one over just a little bit more so we don't see that. There we go. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to trim that up right there. It's hard to see on the black. Hope that doesn't mess up my pages too much, but we'll see. Let's see. No, we're good. We are good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take on the front and the back. I'm going to just pretend this is front, this is back, and I'm going to glue on my black pieces. Now I'm going to use my glue. So I'm going to glue on the two pieces that are my black, which is hard to see on the black. There we go. Then I'm going to turn that over, and I'm going to take the other black one and I'm going to put here. Okay. Okay, now what we will do is we'll fold this over this way, and we will put our colored ones on. And I'm not, just so I got them spaced apart, I'm not worried too much about which one goes where. So let's turn this one over, and we'll put this one here. I didn't get that piece over there just good, but I'm not going to try that. It'll be okay. what happens when you use white. You can use cardstock to make your tower out of, but that makes your card just a little bit bulkier. So that depends on you on how you like to make your cards, if it's bulky or not. So now what I'm going to do, I think I'll bring this one in here. Let's see if this is going to work. And this one in here, and then when I fold that over, then I'll put the opposite. That will work. So here we go. We're going to put this one here. These are really easy to do. You just have to get all your pieces cut. So we put that black one there, so let's turn that over, and we are going to put this black one here. I've made a few of them and I like them. Okay, now we're going to open that up this way, and since that print is there, I'll put this print over here. I'm not one that likes really busy cards, but I really do like, I like the looks of this paper, and I like these prints together. They coordinate, they're not real busy prints, so I was glad about that. So let's turn that over, and then this stripe will go here. So if I turn my card this way, I've got it this way, the same. It's going to all look the same as that one, or I can keep it turned this way. Doesn't really matter how you do it. Isn't it funny how that all just coordinates together? So this is going to be the front of my card, and I think I'm going to leave it this way right now. What I did is I already die cutted all of my pieces, which I have a big blue flower, that's Coastal Cabana, a small one. This is Blushing Bride, and I put Flirty Flamingo on my directions, which I'm sorry. A big one, and then a small one. Then I have 6 leaves, 3 for each set of that, and I have 2 small circles and 2 large circles for the insides of my card, and I did them in black just to tie the black in with the colors. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take a pop dot, not a pop dot, I'm sorry, a glue dot, and I'm just going to put that in the center of this flower, and I'm going to glue my flower down like that. I'm going to take and do the same thing with my pink flower. And then I'll just place this where I think I like it. I think it's going to be right there. Okay, and before I forget, I will take, with these I do put a little dot of glue in the center, just barely, and I'm going to put the big center in the big flower and the little one with the little flower. And I will use glue on my leaves. So what I'm going to do is take and put a little bit of glue on here that'll just tuck in behind these flowers, like so, and then I'll bring 2 more in and put at the bottom. So I think what I'll do is put one right here, go that away. Just don't want it to interfere with closing or flipping, whichever way you want to put it. And then I'll do another leaf right in here, and I just stick them right in under there. Press on where the glue is, and that one's done. So now I'm going to flip it over. And I think I'll put my flower down here. So let's bring in the glue dot for that. Let me see. I think I'll go down here again. Okay, let's put these little centers in. And as you see, I just barely put a dot of glue. Just kind of press on that in the center so it takes hold. Get my finger off of that one. Okay, now I'll bring my leaves in, and I think I'm actually going to do this side a little bit different. I'm going to tuck this leaf in here, like so. Put it under both of them. I'm going to bring another one in. And do the same thing. Do that right here. I'm going to turn this upside down to see where I want to put this leaf. I think I am going to actually put this leaf. I don't know if I want it over there or up in here. I think I kind of like it down and under here, maybe. Maybe. Yep, I think I'll put it at the top. I'll put it right here. Just tuck that down and under there. Stick a little bit of green out there. There we go. And now, here's how our card is going to go. We're going to stamp. We have two sayings to stamp, and one of them is Happy Birthday, which will barely fit on that. I'll stamp it in the tuxedo black. Brings out the black in the card. Okay, if you see my head in here, I'm sorry. Hope I got it. Let's see. Now I got it. And now we'll stamp the You're Amazing in this piece right here. And what I'm going to do with the two sayings is I'm going to use the dimensionals and pop them up. So let's take this one first. And we're just going to line it up down here. And then we're going to turn it over. And we're going to take this one and we're going to put dimensionals on it also. And we'll, whoops, stick on my finger. There we go. So it says Happy Birthday. And I didn't do anything on these pages. I mean, you could decorate that up as much as you would want to. And then You Are Amazing. So that is how you do this card. It's really super, super simple. The main thing of it is getting your black pieces on your little tower. And other than that, you're good to go. So there it is in a Christmas card, and there it is in an everyday card. I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed doing it. I know there's a lot of tower cards out there right now. I just thought I would put a little spin on mine and do one the way I like it. So I hope it helped, and if you do need the PDF for that, remember you can go over to Stamp Crazy VIP on Facebook and look in the file section there, which is at the top of the page there. There's little buttons to push, and you'll see files, or you'll see 3 little dots you hit and drop down, and it'll say files. But there's all of my PDFs in there. There's like probably like close to 70 different PDFs of cards that we've done through video since the last almost year and a half. So everybody have a nice evening, nice day, whatever time it is that you're watching this, and we will see you soon. Be blessed.